Greetings from the captivating realms of Azerbaijan, where vibrant clear streams dance gracefully amidst awe-inspiring vistas and the freshest of air. When you're an adult, you often find yourself venturing out to discover new horizons, like building your own tandoor or exploring cooking techniques. Today, we're diving deep into these adventures. Each day brings something new, from meeting new people to marveling at the diversity that surrounds us. Oh, and while you're here soaking in the atmosphere, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a fantastic comment. Your engagement fuels our journey. The world is indeed a beautiful place, full of mystery and sincerity, where every person and every brick finds its place in the grand tapestry of life. And of course, what's a trial test of a tandoor without lighting a fire? Let's build it up, and I won't waste any time. After all, for some structures, it's not just about buying, it's about building from the ground up. There's something incredibly satisfying about getting your hands dirty and working with raw materials. Dirt and handwork have never scared me. In fact, over the years, this has become my way of meditating and grounding myself. There's a unique joy in connecting with the earth, feeling the texture of the soil, and embracing the sweat and effort that come with manual labor. It's a way to restore your energy, reconnect with nature, and remember your roots. This process of building, whether it's a tandoor or a garden bed, brings a sense of accomplishment and peace that's hard to find elsewhere. But don't get me wrong, taking time off from work is just as important. We're all human after all. Balancing hard work with moments of rest and relaxation is key. It's in these breaks that we recharge, reflect, and get inspired for our next project. So, while I dive into the work of building and cooking, I also make sure to take a step back, enjoy the fruits of my labor, and appreciate the beauty of the simple, mundane moments. So let's get this fire started and watch our tandoor come to life, knowing that every brick, every flame, and every effort is part of a larger journey that connects us to our past, our present, and our future. Now, let's check on our fire. It should be burning just right. It's crucial to keep the fire at the right temperature. If it gets too hot, the outside of our food can burn before the inside is cooked through. Too low, and we risk undercooking, missing out on that perfect balance of tenderness and flavor. This balance is what makes cooking with a tandoor so special and challenging. Alright, let's kick off our day with a twist. We're starting by setting up our cooking spot. I'm all about trying new things, and today's experiment involves not just cooking, but creating the perfect place for it. It's about embracing rural life, soaking in nature's beauty, and even getting a bit of a workout with some blacksmithing in the wild. Our guest of honor today is a large piece of beef, accompanied by a colorful array of vegetables. Feel free to share your dish ideas in the comments. I'm curious about what you'd cook with these ingredients, and who knows, your recipe might win. In moments like these, everything seems to be going according to plan. It's almost magical how everything falls into place, especially when you have a system and precision in your cooking process. There's a rhythm to it, from the chopping and mixing to the cooking and plating. Every step has its purpose, and when it all comes together, it's incredibly satisfying. But let me tell you, while I appreciate the order and precision, I also thrive on spontaneity and experimentation. There's something exhilarating about trying new things in the kitchen, pushing the boundaries of traditional recipes, and seeing what unexpected flavors and combinations you can come up with. Sometimes the best dishes come from a bit of improvisation and a willingness to break the rules. That said, traditional approaches and dishes hold a special place in my heart. There's a rich history and culture behind them that I deeply respect. Each recipe, passed down through generations, carries stories and memories, and recreating these dishes is like honoring those who came before us. It's a way of connecting with our roots and keeping traditions alive. For example, when I'm making a classic Azerbaijani dish, I follow the age-old techniques and use the same ingredients my ancestors did. There's a beauty in that continuity, in knowing that I'm part of a long line of cooks who have prepared this dish in much the same way. But even then, I might add a personal twist, a new spice, a different cooking method to make it my own. Now it's time to season the ribs and meat, and my favorite seasoning is salt. Dealing with wind and salt can be tricky, but my trusty wooden friend ensures everything goes smoothly. Each piece dangles gracefully, absorbing the heat and flavors that the tandoor imparts. I must admit, I had my doubts until the very last moment. You see, cooking in a tandoor is as much an art as it is a science, and there's always a bit of uncertainty about how things will turn out. As I carefully hang each piece, I can't help but marvel at the process. The meat, seasoned to perfection, starts to sizzle as it comes into contact with the hot walls of the tandoor. The aroma is intoxicating, a blend of spices and smoke that promises a mouth-watering feast. Ah, there's Mickey, my faithful companion. You've slimmed down, haven't you? Despite my initial doubts, there's a thrill in taking a leap of faith with this cooking style. The unpredictability is part of the adventure. Will the meat turn out as tender as I hope? Will the flavors meld together just right? Alright, now let's carefully remove everything to avoid any mishaps with the fire and coals. This method of cooking, though ancient, never ceases to amaze me. The way the tandoor distributes heat evenly, cooking the meat to juicy, tender perfection, while imparting a unique smoky flavor, is nothing short of magical. It's a technique passed down through generations, and standing here, I feel a connection to those who have cooked before me. using the same methods and ingredients. I remember my grandma used to bake bread and cooker, small bread rolls in a similar tandoor. They were delicious and perfect for kids. Now that the steaks, ribs and meat are done, let's move on. It's time to add extra ingredients and make some vegetable kebabs in the tandoor. And of course, I'm washing all the vegetables myself. This time, I decided not to make a simple salad or vegetable sauce, but to prepare them in kebab style. But these vegetable kebabs won't just cook over the fire. They're going into the tandoor for that authentic flavor. And there we have it. Everything's ready. The aroma alone is enough to make your mouth water. But we're not stopping there. Now it's time for something purely rustic. Let's shift our focus to the heart of village cooking. We're diving into the simplicity and charm of rustic cuisine, where every ingredient tells a story and every dish brings a sense of comfort and warmth. There's something special about preparing food in a way that honors tradition and simplicity, yet delivers rich and satisfying flavors. Salad, herbs, salt, and meat. What's missing? Flatbread. As everything comes together, take a moment to appreciate the beauty of cooking. It's about using what you have, making the most of simple ingredients, and creating meals that are not only delicious, but also nourishing and comforting. It's a reminder of the joy that comes from cooking with love and intention, and the way food has the power to bring people together.
Super.
Thank you for joining me on this flavorful escapade, dear foodie friends. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for faster updates. Until next time, happy cooking, and may your culinary adventures be filled with laughter, creativity, and delicious surprises.